What was their intention and how's it going to play out? Targeted individuals tarot reading. So spread 1 is what their intention is or was, because this might have already played out. Spread 2 is how it's going to play out moving forwards. If you want one of these, choose the psychic spying option on my link tree. Prior to same day guaranteed recorded. They're 25 quid. We can unpick it. We might just be being paranoid. I'm happy to admit that I can be paranoid sometimes. So, you know, let's be honest and raw and true with ourselves. But if you are a TI, you're probably not. Okay. Right. So what was the intention? High Priestess, Emperor, King of Cups. Right. Good start. Right, so the High Priestess, one of the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminine on a more spiritual-based level. She's connection with spirit, she's intuition, she's duality. Hold fire. We've then got the Emperor. So the Emperor is what we call the Divine Masculine. Okay, it's Divine Masculine on a more kind of 3D Earth-based level. Good ruler, good leader, wise, knowledgeable, firm but fair, not afraid of fight, not afraid of change. And then we've got a King of Cups. Cups, water, emotions, King's masculine energy. Hold fire, because I'm not sure where this is going. 3 of Wands. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Wands fire action. So this is about going in a new direction, turning our back on the past, taking our first steps out into the great unknown. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Got to cover it up. It's a body face down with swords in its back. That can talk about being stabbed in the back or carrying self-limiting beliefs. It's in the reverse position, doing that release. That can sometimes have something to do with forgiveness for me. Okay. Overall outcome card. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So in the upright position, this is about going long term. I need to change my mindset. Okay. Refusing to do that, it's got weird energy to this. I might need some clarifiers. Obstacles or blockages. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. Call this the 1111 card. Make a wish. Quite complex card. This can talk about engagement, marriage, happy home, happy community, celebration. Tangible goals and dreams that we can work our way towards. Removing any blockages. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Knight's forward motion. This talks about either news coming in fast or expressing ourselves. It's in the reverse position. It kind of feels a little bit like... so it could be that you're being advised not to say, to kind of stay quiet on a situation. It's either that or it's about understanding that they've attempted to get you from kind of seeing the reality and speaking your truth. So what's going off in my mind here? Because you could say, oh no, just being paranoid here. I'm not sure. What it feels like is that with the High Priestess, right, what it feels like is that somebody sees themselves or calls themselves a High Priestess. Okay. And what it kind of feels like is that they wanting you to be their emperor. Okay. I think that they've got another personal people on the side who are kings and they want an emperor because they're a high priestess. There could be some lust magic in it because the King of Cups could also indicate you tapping into an emotional level to come forwards to them in the 3 of Wands. Releasing any wrongdoings, because I think that this personal people, because I think there's somebody else kind of involved in this as well, to kind of forgive them for that. And then not see the bigger picture. Okay, and see this as your 4 of Wands. Okay, I think that this collective saw straight through this. They might not have had the full details, but I think that this collective saw straight through this. And I think it's because somebody else who's because what I've got coming into my mind, as I always say, I don't really use my psychic skills when I'm doing my tarot. I sometimes get stuff come through. And you'll have to excuse me because I can't remember any of the characters' names, but I've got that scene from The Lord of the Rings where there's that king and he's basically under control of the advisor, the sage. And it's got an air of that to it, that this person has been manipulated by somebody else going, yeah, bring them in, pull them in. Okay. So let's go on to how this is going to pan out. Just bear with me. Right, so look. Oh no. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Right, okay, so 7 of Cups, sorry, in the reverse. So got the figure there, big cloud out of the cloud, 7 cups out of every cup, there's something different. It talks about an abundance of opportunities on an emotional level. It can talk about your manifestations and your wish fulfillments. I think this is you or source is blocking them from stealing your abundance, because I think that's part of it as well. I think they've tried to pull you in because they know that you're going into your abundant era, or you're gonna receive some rewards. So you've got somebody who's thinking that, oh, you're my person, and then you've got somebody fueling that. Okay. Page of Cups. Page is more youthful energy. This page is about an offer, is offering the cup. Okay. Don't be surprised if they come in with some little kind of taster offer, but I think you're going to go, no, blocked. 5 of Pentacles. They're going to be feeling left out in the cold. Okay. Let's continue. 2 of Wands in the reverse. King of Pentacles. So one's fire action. This is about making a plan. Okay, he's got the globe in the hand, his famous scenery. It's in the reverse position. Their plans are going to be put on hold. They're going to be blocked. They're not going to work. Now, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, I think this is this third party in the background who's been trying to control the narrative. They're a King of Pentacles in the reverse. They can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. Okay, and they're greed. Their greed and selfishness is going to come out, right? Overall outcome card. Hermit. Okay. I'd normally say this is a positive card and reflection. I don't think this collective needs to do any of that. So I'm going to say that this person is going to go become a hermit, basically. I'm not going to say they're going to be it forever, but they're going to have to disappear. Okay. Obstacles or blockages. Chariot card. Okay, so the Chariot card for me talks about either the energy around us or questions of should I do it, is the time right. Now, I feel like the blockage here is in regard to the attackers. They tried to rush it. They tried to rush their plans. Okay, it's too late now. Okay, that's what caused the blockage. You know, if this is about my attackers, they will like to watch on the outside. What's he doing? Removing any blockages. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm going to keep this simple. These people need to realize they are not going to hit their abundance, and they're certainly not taking it from you. Okay. So yeah, this collective's got nothing to worry about whatsoever. Like I said, I think you were switched on enough to see what was going off at the time. Yeah, karma is going to start hitting for these people. If that resonated, type in karma is coming. If you want a personalised reading, like I say, if you choose the psychic spying option, 25 quid prior to same day guaranteed, and I will unpick your situation today. Good luck.